So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to show you how to trim the large bowl. Okay, so I've let it sit under plastic for about a week and a half now. And it's relatively dry and even. I flipped it over. I made sure that the bottom got nice and dry. So now we want to trim it. The first thing that I find that's pretty easy and maybe just a little bit of a tip is I've got a big bat that I use that has foam on it with rings. So that's what I want to trim off of. Then I don't have to worry about clay and all sorts of other stuff. So I just take this, all right, and I just get it there. All right, so now I got this, and I'm just going to take this. I'm going to hold it on my chest like this, and then I kind of flip it over. All right, and I try to get it as close to the center as possible. All right, and there's no splash pans. We just kind of see how centered we are. Now, if I'm doing this right now, when that comes to where my finger's at, I know I need to push that forward. So I figure out where that's at, and then I kind of give it a little push forward. All right. And you want to make sure you get this right. You're even a little bit off, you're gonna have a lot of problems. So. All right. And we'll get it. Feel like I'm getting it. All right, let's see here. Come on. Now we're getting in the ballpark. Okay, that's pretty good now, I think. Pretty close. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and get my two trimming tools. And I like to work for this on the outside edge first. So I'm going to use my big trimming tool for this, my big loop tool, and just slowly start taking that clay off, okay? Now, if you've done a good job of letting the clay stiffen up, I find it's the best when you're getting these beautiful little ribbons coming off of your trimming. And I like this for two reasons. One, the clay is pretty stiff. Two, I don't have to worry about clay getting kind of rolling up in my trimming tool. And three, I will use sound for understanding thickness. So if I hear sound kind of like a drum, that tells me it's kind of relatively thin. So we're just going to keep working away. All right. And if you notice, my hands are locked together. I'm still creating that kind of triangle shape that gives me all of that sort of stability that I really need. All right. And so we're just going to keep running this. In the meantime, I'm kind of defining that foot. I still think I can bring it in a little bit more. That's probably going to be pretty good. Now I can start to work this. And that nice piece of foam will really help to keep this guy in place, okay? Or at least should. Hopefully it doesn't roll off like a UFO. Right? Just fly across the room. You see I'm already kind of starting to set that foot up? Alright. And this is when I change gears just a little bit. And I like to use the metal rib for trimming. So I'll switch that, and then I will just hold this on an angle like this and just start scraping it away. And I know it's going to leave some marks. Some of that is the grog that's in there, but I can always go back in later and trim it up. Go back over with a soft rib and get that all figured out, okay? But I'm really getting that circle shape that I'm looking for here. All right, I'm just really defining that space. And now that I can't hear sound, it tells me I can still take off even a bit more. All right, now that I've kind of got that, I'm going to go ahead and set up my foot. This is probably the width that I'm good with. So I like to actually use the small trimming tool, this part, and kind of define this edge. So I'm just going to go ahead and hold it, and then I'm just going to let this work. I'm going to work my way down. Just kind of get in there. And I'm thinking about this circle and transitioning through to the middle. All right, it's like this half a circle that's interrupted with this small ring, which is the foot. And you let the wheel do the work. All right, if these guys get going, kind of get in your way, you just brush them aside. Okay. And we're just gonna get that. And maybe I'll use a little bit of this guy. All right. You see how everything's locked together though? See how my elbows are down? And I'm just dragging the tool. Now there's a little bit of pressure there in doing that. But that's good. Okay. Still a little wet in the middle though. And I left a lot of clay down there to be trimmed out, so. Clean that outside edge again. All right. I'm really listening for that slight drum beat. That drum beat tells me the thickness of that clay. It's a nice foot so far. Nobody likes heavy stuff, so you really want to make sure you get as much off of as possible. And judging from the floor, I got quite a bit off. Right? Still feel like there's some more I can take off, especially in here. So we're just gonna keep working it down. Just gonna go like that. And everybody trims a little bit different. This is just how I like to utilize. I think I just like the S12 so much. I'm finding all sorts of applications for it. All right. Okay, we're pretty close. Take a little bit more off the backside. Yeah, we're there. So we don't want to take too much more out now. And again, I'm gauging because I'm hearing some noises. Hear it? All right. Okay. So we're going to just take a little bit more off, and then I think we're going to call it good. All right. That is probably going to be pretty good. Now we're going to just do a little bit of finishing now. If I can get the wheel to stop. I'm just going to get a little bit of water. And I'm going to try to find my sponge. I know it's hiding here somewhere. Maybe it's in here. I got it. And I like to go ahead and compress this a little bit. So I'm going to take my sponge and just hold it over the top. You see how I did that? And then I'm just softening all my edges. All right? That's going to be a nice top. Now, I've got all these lines. But before I do that, I want to get a little of these. These little guys are going to get in my way. So, I got a nice rubber rib, red rubber rib from Mud Tools. And then what I like to do is add a little bit of water. Okay, just a little bit. And then take that mud tool, that little rubber rib, and just soften those lines. All right. It's going to make that nice and beautiful. That looks pretty good, right? Okay, and now we'll do the outside. We'll do the same thing to the outside. compress that center part. But I'll add a little bit of water. See the lines in here? All right. Now we're going to try to remove that. So we're going to add just a little bit of water. And I'll dry this guy out for 2 weeks. I'm going to not even going to look at it. And take that, and then we're going to just go ahead and grab this and just begin to soften all of that. Add a little bit more water, and you can kind of see it's cleaning that up nicely, right? Those are great tools, these mud tools. They're made by Michael Sherrill, okay? All right, so now that we got that, we're going to do the finishing tool, finishing move, I should say, which is the John Hancock. So what I like to do is I like to take an old pen that doesn't work. They're great for autographing your name. I'll go like this, create a little center mark. All right, do it one more time. And I'll probably clean that up later and stop, and then again, just make sure this is nice and clean. Add a little water to this area, and then there you have it. That's how you trim a big bowl.